Hi, I'm Chris Bunce, Professor Chris Bunce. I've been a researcher at the University of Birmingham since I was a wee lad. I went to Birmingham University when I was 18 in 1978, and I still have a research lab there now. And we do translational research where we're actually trying to understand biology and at the same time make real differences to patients. So we do laboratory-based research and we do clinical trials. I remember a conversation with a school friend, John Hipkiss. He wanted to be a drummer in a band, and he was always tapping out rhythms on the benches in the science labs, and he probably did become a drummer in the band. But probably at the age of 8 or 9, I was really interested in biology, really scared about this word cancer, and so I thought the way to combine that was to become a cancer biologist and understand it. So I come at the problem of cancer from being a biologist and understanding where cells go wrong. Clinicians see patients with a tumour, and that's a really different way of looking at it. So I think the way forward is very early in people's careers is to get people who are going to ultimately be clinicians and people who are going to be non-clinical scientists working together and learning that their minds don't work the same way, but they are actually from the same species, and that the combined skills is what will make patient benefit really come about. Charlie Craddock talked about setting up an institute where you're going to put all these people with different backgrounds in the same room, where they will share the same coffee room, they'll share the same offices, they'll share the same laboratory space, the same meeting rooms, dare I say it, the same lavatories. And that's the kind of fertile space where people will start to understand one another and will actually make things happen. I think Birmingham is a time bomb that's been waiting to go off. There are many reasons why it's a good place to do it. One is that we have one of the best medical schools in the country. We have a good university that's rich in biological research. On the same campus, we have this magnificent new hospital. We have clinical trials units. We have all the right pieces to make this happen. And also we have this fantastic population, which is large and mixed. So there's old, there's young, there's rich, there's poor. There's just about every ethnic origin you can imagine out there. It's just a rich, rich place in which to do clinical trials. So the great science that can come out of Birmingham can rapidly go into clinical trials. There will be challenges. Challenges will be that Birmingham will not at first be perceived as the right place to do this. So there'll be great centres in the United States where drug companies might be looking at. There are the traditional thoughts about Oxford, Cambridge, the London universities, which we have to change. There are challenges in the fact that we probably are not as courageous ourselves as we should be. We're not very good at standing on stools and beating our chests and being good about it. And the financial climate in which this is all coming together is challenging in itself. There are many challenges, there are opportunities, but if we focus more on the opportunities and use them to beat the challenges, we'll be fine. So there's two things to do here. One is to find cures for cancer. The other is to find ways for people to live their life better with cancer. Cancer is a disease of the elderly. It's not going to go away. It's not like a virus which we can eradicate with immunizations be there. But I think what we're talking about here is not just cancer. Cancer is a paradigm. But I think what we're doing here is trying to take the models that have been successful in the cancer arena and spread them out to other areas of medicine.